All right, everybody. Welcome to the Ride Day Roll Motherfucker podcast. I am your host, CJ. Let's get started. Starting this podcast currently by myself, but I will be having other friends on. It's not just going to be me on the podcast. There will be, multiple friends, and they have different perspectives on life that they will be talking about. You got some people that still live, further from Hollywood, we're going to say. And then we have some people who are in the mix of Hollywood, per se, we're going to say. So don't worry. You will see different perspectives on life, different things. And if you don't know what I am from or what I do, my content mostly consists of car things and just, normal fun shit that I used to do. But I currently backed off from a lot of that. So I will be doing things and probably just switching it up a little bit. If you're watching the YouTube, then I probably will just give a little inside scoop as to other lifestyle things. Who knows? Okay, so first things of order. Let's get started here. The reason why this is called the Right Idea Raw Motherfucker podcast is because that's the clothing line, okay? And a lot of my friends literally was just like, right idea, raw motherfucker. And then some of them literally said, wrong idea, right motherfucker podcast. That was a nice name. I liked it. So a lot of friends have a lot of different ideas, a lot of different things. So currently, right now, I am doing the Right Idea Wrong Motherfucker podcast, and we'll be having friends on as different hosts, and hopefully, I will have another friend or two who does think of another good idea. Another friend did think of a good idea for a podcast name. Not gonna put it out there just yet, but you never know what's coming in the works. You never know what's going to happen. Let's get this shit cracking, baby. Yes. And some people don't like the effects. I'm going to just be honest with you. Some people hate that shit. Me, honestly, purposely, I like it. So for you, if you're paying attention, yeah, we're going to just fuck around with a couple things, man. Yeah. Best believe. Right idea. Wrong motherfucker. Oh, yeah. I had to put that first. Well, not first, but I did do a little, tweaking when we got the little gadget, you know what I'm saying? And we getting started on this whole little escapade. Hopefully everything picks up and, takes off to a nice start. That way we can, get the little, you know what I'm saying? Life will be a little bit more crazy, because you do crazy things when they come in, so just hold on to your horses, kick back and relax, baby. Yeah. And if you're tuning in from the car, I wish you well, drive safe. Thank you for plugging in, baby. Yeah. This is only beginning. This is only the beginning. You know what they say? It is only up from here. I mean, to be honest with you, if there was somebody else on this podcast, they would probably give me another notion of, really though, I know some people. And I'm like, you know what? I do too. I do too. But we go keep it happy and kosher with this only up from here, baby. That's how we gonna get this shit started. All right. Don't think we gonna shy away from any cuss words. So if you got kids in the car, I apologize. You shouldn't be listening to the Right Idea Wrong Motherfucker podcast anyway. All right. I'm sorry. I apologize. But get your kids out the car or get home, get safe, and then plug into us. You never know what's gonna happen, what's gonna come out the mouth, and the words that are just being spoken. Okay. All right, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the first episode. Don't think anything special is going to come out of my mouth while this is the first episode. It might just be me sitting here talking about a bunch of BS. I mean, the whole time I've been thinking of doing the podcast, I've had things to say. But now that I'm actually sitting here, geared up, wired up, and I'm just like, so work with me. But I get a lot of questions. Where did you get the name? Right idea, wrong motherfucker. All right. And I'm going to tell you. My broke ass daddy. It came from my broke ass daddy. So we all want things to be left to us when we are young from our parents. So I didn't have that. So what happened was, this was my father's favorite saying. This is what he would say to me in a funny joke way. And it was fun. After a while, it gets funny. You got to understand. Father and son using this as a joke. It's fucking hilarious, okay? So my favorite time is when he was in the hospital. I had a car accident and I went to go visit him in the hospital. And this sounds kind of fucked up. Where it's like, bro, wait, how, what? Okay, listen to me. So I had a car accident. I went to go visit my dad in the hospital while he was having a triple bypass. Okay. And I asked, Pops, can I borrow your car? Because I know you're not using it. And he said, no. And I said, dude, seriously, I really need to borrow your car. He said, right idea, wrong motherfucker. And I was like, Pops, you got to be kidding me. And his girl was there and my girl was there. And it was funny as hell because he was physically in the hospital bed recovering and he would not let me use his car. So I I did not get to use the car. Seriously, he did not let me use the car. So he stayed true to his word as to right idea, wrong motherfucker in that situation. So I've always thought of him, and it was just funny. He would say it when I'd ask for money or something. He'd just say, right idea, wrong motherfucker. But then later on down the line, he'd give me money or give me more than what I had asked for. So I love my pops. So he left me with this saying, even though he didn't leave me with any money or anything like that, he left me with something that I thought of and I turned it into a clothing line. So get your shirts, hoodies, shorts, panties, thongs, anything. Right idea, wrongmotherfucker.com, baby. Damn, that was a segue into a plug right there. I mean, I think I might be good at this little podcast thing because damn, that was immaculate. I mean, if I say so myself. If I say so myself. Look, man, I'm not doing any name dropping, but I do watch a few podcasts myself. I know people that do watch podcasts. They don't mind name dropping they podcast. I feel like I could name drop a podcast or two since this is the first episode and people were like, well, what the fuck made this dude want to start to do a podcast? One podcast in particular, and I didn't start watching this podcast. It was my girl who started watching this podcast that got me into watching a podcast. And if there was any podcast that I would watch, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to watch it instead of listen to it. So that's why I'm doing the video audio part of it, because I'm a video type person. I like to see who is talking, and sometimes they little, they interjections and whatever they doing, in a room. Maybe they be smoking or whatnot, just talking and, getting up, walking around, what they little scenery look like. All of it. I just like watching the whole get down. So with that being said, Flagrant Podcast. God damn it. I'm going to just, there you go. Flagrant. I like Flagrant. They funny as hell. They say whatever the hell they want. And it's just pretty damn cool. So with that being said, y'all, I don't know. I don't know if I want to leave this to be the first little podcast beginning. I don't want to leave y'all with too much, give people too much. They don't want to watch, give people too much. And then they get, overly, I just not even going to say that. That just overly stimulated. And they're like, this is too much. I can't deal with this right now. I'm going to have to tune back in later. But if I just give you just a little bit, then it's just like the icing on the cake, baby. You know what I'm saying? For everybody. You're like, wow, this dude was pretty damn cool. I might actually listen to the next podcast he got to talk to. Or you might just be like, that dude didn't say a goddamn thing. And I didn't. The only thing I pretty much said this whole podcast, this whole little segment, was how my clothing line came to be. That's crazy, huh? And how I started a podcast, or what got me into starting a podcast. Well, damn. There you go, baby. Much appreciated, y'all, for plugging into the Right Idea, Wrong Motherfucker podcast. Check you later on the next episode. Enjoy yourselves, ladies and gentlemen.